sun-soaked Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. Today, a clash between two teams from the Sunshine State that will resonate from Dade to Duval. It's the USF Bulls and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, talking to Coach Hartline to start this ballgame, he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Bulls ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So Florida State's offense will have the football first. There's the dangerous Deuce Robinson. Every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But, Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, it was amazing. The three of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all of the names of receivers and all of the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Bolitnikoff awards. The tradition of the position at receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite, and this guy is the next one.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The Noles will send out the punt unit. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. So USF's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Luke Kromenhoek, more than 300 yards passing and a couple of touchdowns last time out. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense.
And Reese, man, he has been really, really good to start this season. Last week, excellent. But you do got that one loss on the ledger. But they've trusted him. They've put it in his hands. I think you want to see the consistency from his offense, Jesse, as it continues to grow, continues to get better throughout the season. But I've seen some great flashes.
Yeah, the amazing thing is when you talk to people on the inside of the program, they'll tell you if he can keep being consistent, play the way he did last week, they think they can go to the college football playoff. You mentioned the loss they have early in the year. They can't afford another one here in the middle of the season. He's got to play great today. But very quietly, they believe this could be a special year if this guy plays well.
He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long right here. Sets his feet. It's Kromenhoek. Unleashes one. Working the middle. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Bulls are marching down the field. From the gun, it's Collins. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Hand off from the shotgun. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Bulls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And the Bulls will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin them deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Give to the back. See some running room. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. The give. Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Sells to run, looking to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Firing to the right, complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Pushes ahead. Past the 30. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Gets rid of it. It's dropped after taking the hit. 2nd and long here. They'll go to the counter. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Seminoles have moved it inside the 20. Pulls and fired complete. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. The Seminoles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Keeps it on the option. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And he makes the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This USF offense will open this drive right here. From the gun, finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. They give it to him again on the stop. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dome. Looking to throw, it's Coleman Hope. Got his man down the middle. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. It's a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Sullivan. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Straight ahead, it's Collins. There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. And the Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Trying to establish the run. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. To the air, it's Daniels. That's caught, it's Robinson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured Bull. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
On the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Lost one deep down the right side. Picked off to stop the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Lost to throw on 1st. They're all over him. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that will fall incomplete as we have played 1 quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On play action. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Moves the pocket. It's Daniels. Looking to the big tight end. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. And they'll stop him right there on the return. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Zings it complete to the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Quick give. It's Collins. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
The Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. From the gun, the ground game. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They give it back to him. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield, it's Riles. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Here comes the heat. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. The Seminoles decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Catches it at the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. The run inside. It's Collins. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll ride him again. Knocked down in the backfield 2 yards behind the line. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. On the move. He's going to take off. QB got it himself. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. We'll send the tight end in motion. Play action on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Long way to go on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Out wide right, it's Sullivan. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Look out. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And the Bulls send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Catch is made at the 15. He's brought down and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Right side, it's Wiles. He's stopped and he's got enough to move the chain. The Noles with the 1st and 10. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Out wide left, it's Robinson.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Noles will punt it away on 4th down. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The running back has it. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the back. He's got the 1st down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Fresh set of downs going up top. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll take a deep shot here. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Bulls will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Making his first move. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Quick give. Turning it on!
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
To throw, it's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. Left side is Boggs. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Seminoles peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Working the ground game. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down, 1st and 10. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use a timeout instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. 3rd and 3. They'll try to get the first through the air. Out wide right, it's Wiles. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. FSU calling its second timeout. He wants to throw it. And they'll still have one. Touchdown, Florida State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll run it. Spins away from the defender. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the number 1 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's Georgia on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game at Doak Campbell Stadium. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
The Noles will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. This USF offense will open this drive right here. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Selling the fake. Extending the play. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. Throws to the wideout. And he gets it away. And the Bulls will call on their punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Looking for room. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. From the gun, running back on the move. Quick spin on the run. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Oh, pressure's coming. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, USF. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Pulls it in. It's Wiles. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. To the air, it's Daniels. Quickly out to the tight end. Second and long here. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, going to throw it. Finds his man. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. It's 3rd and 5. They just keep firing. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The fake and wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Wiles. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Drives inside. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Looking for running room. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets in the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The give on the counter. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Running game got it done on the last play, and now it's first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Wants to throw. It's Croman Hope. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. The Bulls will send out the punt unit. Searching for space. Oh, what a cut! He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll run it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Wants to go up top on second down. Left side, it's Robinson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Right side, it's Wiles. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance. They'll need a bunch on second down. Sells to fake. Out wide left, it's Lopez. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. And the Seminoles have it with a first and goal. Going to the run, it's Croma. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The lone back's got it. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Might as well run him again. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Makes a grab and room to run. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Delayed handoff. It's Collins. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Bulls are rolling down the field. They'll try the counter. Nowhere to go. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. Makes the catch. It's Odom. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Keeping his eyes downfield. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Croman Hoke. Firing for the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Left side is Sullivan. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Offense working from the pistol. 2nd down to the air. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack. That might have knocked him out of field goal range. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. And the returner will be brought down. Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. Long way to go on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Hits inside. It's Croma. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking for space. It's Croma. He's stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Turns it upfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Lopez. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Pulls it and fires to the left. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Seminoles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Running inside, it's Croma. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Runs through a tackle. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Noles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Makes the tackle. And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Man, those are back.
They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Needs it here on 4th down. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
Great job on the safety there, and how about the D-tackle just collapsing the pocket? There was nowhere for the quarterback to step up into to try to buy himself some time. That D-tackle walked his man right into the lap of the QB and he gets the safety.
So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Fields the punt. Nice move to keep running. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. 2nd and long here. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Caught. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quick completion on the out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged on the outside, it's Odom. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Bulls use their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Going to try to get it himself. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain. Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. The brain trusts getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism, picking up the first down.
He's got the back in the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. Still looking. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Bulls want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he's got it! Touchdown, South Florida!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll try to tack on one more. Smashes it through for the PAT. So it's an 80-yard drive. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to. And Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialing, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just